St. Martin in the Caribbean likes to claim that it's the smallest island with an international border. That's a fun stat, but it's not. There are smaller ones out there, including a brand new one in Hans Island, which Canada and Greenland agreed to split last year. But neither of those hold a penny to Märket Island, a tiny speck of a place between Sweden and Finland that probably has the world's strangest border arrangement. Märket Island is an 8-acre rock in the Baltic Sea between Sweden and Finland. The two countries have shared it for more than a century, with such polite civility that the border resembles an origami swan, with some stretches only lasting a couple feet. Here's how that happened. For most of the 19th century, Finland was controlled by the Russian Empire. Märket Island was a serious hazard for boats, so the Russians built a lighthouse there in 1885. The general assumption is that at the time, the island was considered a no-man's land, so no one was concerned about where the lighthouse was built, although some think that the Russians were more calculating than that. Either way, the Russian lighthouse was placed in what later became pretty clear was the Swedish part. So, in 1985, Sweden and Finland, which gained independence in 1917, decided to make that little mishap right. They wanted to share the island equally, but they also didn't want to mess up their neat sea border, which would complicate fishing rights. So they very nicely mapped out an exactly equitable split around the lighthouse and back again, so that both nations get half of the island and keep their fishing areas. In a weird twist, the Swedish side is actually split between two different Swedish counties, the reason for which I have no idea. Today, Märket Island is inhabited and the lighthouse is automatic, but you can visit. It's actually a hotspot for amateur radio explorers. The island's shape gets beat up by the rough seas, so every 25 years, Finland and Sweden return to resurvey and ensure the borders split evenly and nicely, no matter what origami animal it looks like. As always, more fun stuff about it in the blog. Thank you so much for being part of the Map Nerd community.